PSP2 Love Bullets in a Tekken movie. I'm Dan Resler, it's the 17th of September, and this is Gamer Update. First, a bit of disappointing news. It appears All Points Bulletin, the MMO that was launched only a few months ago, is already shutting down. Apparently, the company didn't make nearly enough money to keep support for the game, so they're having to cancel. Also, the company that made All Points Bulletin is having a bunch of layoffs, so things are not looking good over there. So the PSP Move launched, and it sucks. Well, that's a bit of an overstatement. Most of the reviews are saying the hardware itself is actually pretty competent, but the games that were released with Move are pretty much across the board terrible. It's probably going to be a good idea to wait on buying the hardware until some good games come out for it. It's my favorite part of the show. It's time for the Game Made in another game of the week. There's a fan campaign out for Left 4 Dead 2 that has you going through 5 chapters all in City 17. I always thought that the Half-Life world would make a great setting for Left 4 Dead considering they already have zombies, but generally those two worlds are considered separate. That's why we have fan campaigns. Good work, people. Who loves Civilization? I love Civilization. If you also love Civilization, there's a 17-minute long video in the underbar of Civilization 5 explaining many of the new things in the game. So the developer behind Mortal Kombat claims they've started early development on a game for the upcoming PSP2, which is interesting considering there's no such thing as a PSP2 and no PSP2 has been announced. But it could be that Sony gave them a very, very early version of the PSP2 that they've been secretly working on, and it would make a lot of sense for it to come out at this time considering the Nintendo 3DS is also coming out. Ice cream break. It's so good. So far, the only comment by the developers is that the PSP2 is apparently very powerful for a handheld console, so that's good news. So the two original creators of the development house behind Killzone 3 have branched off and started a new company called Vanguard Entertainment. Cough, Mass Effect class, cough. Anyway, and that company is also formed with the creators of the recent Xbox Live Arcade game, Greed Corp. Apparently, they're focusing on the fundamentals, whatever the frack that means. So to clarify from last week, Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam is going to be DLC and not a full retail expansion as some people had thought. It's going to contain 4 new multiplayer maps, 15 new weapons, 6 new vehicles, and of course, a new campaign. I'm just now realizing that eating this ice cream cone has made my teeth all black for the video. That's not good. In honor of the release of Weezer's newest CD, Hurley, which is, by the way, so good, Guitar Hero for the iPhone has released 3 new Weezer songs, Memories off the new CD, and 2 classics, Buddy Holly and I Want You To. The whole thing's like $2, so if you have even a passing interest in Weezer, you should definitely check it out. So IGN's doing this pretty cool thing called the IGN Indie Open House, where they're allowing indie developers to use their office space for free, and they'll also give them promotion. Now, I think this is an awesome way to get indie games out there and into the more mainstream. However, this is a little weird considering IGN just laid off a bunch of people like 2 months ago. Still, more power to you, IGN. You're doing a good thing. So Konami announced and showed off some screenshots for the upcoming Metal Gear Solid 3 Peace Walker for the 3DS, and I have to say, despite my qualms about the 3DS being too gimmicky, this looks really, really good. There's some screenshots in the underbar. So the development house behind Demon's Souls has announced they're working on a new game, so far codenamed Project Dark, that is apparently very similar in many ways to Demon's Souls, but is not a direct sequel to Demon's Souls. So if you like really brutally hard and honestly not that good games, this is probably going to be for you. So there's new video out. So there's new video out promoting the next Pixel Junk game. So there's new video out promoting the next Pixel Junk game, Pixel Junk.
No, I see why you say your average is 7. That was like 30.
So there's a new video out promoting the next Pixel Junk game, Pixel Junk Lifelike, which is apparently a music visualizer, but if I was going purely by the video, it's a game where you go out in the woods in pink hats and move your arm jerkily while holding a PlayStation Move controller. So Halo Reach came out a few days ago and it made $200 million on the first day, which normally would be an astronomical number, but in light of recent games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which made $400 million on the first day, this is actually a little bit short of Bungie's expectations. Not that you guys care about Reach. I know you're all probably playing Cabela's North American Adventure since it came out on the same day, but you should probably give Reach a try eventually. Have you ever wanted to shoot love bullets at high school girls? I know I have, and now you have that opportunity too with Gal Guns, which is actually a game. I wish I was making it up. This is some gameplay footage. Apparently you are the most popular guy in school, and it's your job to shoot the oncoming hordes of girls with love bullets. Hey, the next Devil May Cry game is coming out and the main character has been pretty much totally redesigned. No more of that stupid white hair. Now your character has stupid black hair, so that's a big improvement. An American distribution company, Anchor Bay Films, has decided to distribute the upcoming Tekken movie, which will apparently be coming out sometime in 2011 and will suck so much that it will actually enter the field of good. Like Machete, but without the good actors and good directing. Hey, we made a podcast and it's awful, but you should listen to it. It's in the underbar. Other than that, I will see you next week, Internet.